Welcome back, everybody. I am the Jimmer, and this is the Propane 1 million RP King of the Hill Championship. This is going to be episode 6, featuring the Hell's Bells by the Shadow Kick. It's a very cool looking, more traditional shaped, like battleship. It's got that main central gun, shoots a very large high explosive shell at a decent speed, and then the front and back turret are very fast firing and fast projectile anti-aircraft guns, as well as this barrage of missiles, and all wrapped up in this very cool kind of battleship replica design. Really like the look of this ship. And once again, this is the Hell's Bells by the Shadow Kick. And this is the first round. The Hell's Bells is going to be going against our third place king. This is the Speedy... let's see if I can get both of them in the shot at the same time. This is a dual entry. Two identical ships, both thruster craft. This is the Speedy Venus by myself, the Jimmer. Sporting some lasers and missiles and avoiding damage with its high speed and long distance circling tactics. So let's get this battle sped up and underway. Alright, here we go. Looks like the Hell's Bells is wasting no time. Got a volley of missiles as well as lots of AA shots coming off. We see the missiles coming in from the Speedy Venus. It looks like they are getting very close, but the Lambs from the Hell's Bells is capable of taking out all those missiles before they connect. Let's get a quick damage report, see if anybody is taking any alpha damage. Looks like the Hell's Bells has taken some damage, down to 97%. Nothing to worry about. That can definitely be recovered through healing if it's able to avoid the continued shots. We see the Speedy Venus not taking any damage. A little too fast for those missiles. Let's see if it looks like those AA shots are on target. Looks like maybe like 1 in 5, 1 in 4 are able to connect. But we see the Speedy Venus very far away and traveling very quickly, able to avoid taking too much damage from that AA. But I suspect if it gets close, the Hell's Bells will definitely ring its bell. See if these missiles are able to get through the Lambs. Oh, it looks like we did have a missile connection there. There may be some damage to the Lambs. And we see missiles and torpedoes landing on the Hell's Bells. Looks like most of the damage is coming from the missiles. I'm not sure if it's deploying smoke or not. I'm not seeing the smoke, but I think sometimes that gets taken out by degraded mode. It doesn't look like the lasers are doing that much damage, but it may just be the water reduction and the extreme distance of the Venus. Hell's Bells looking to be in some serious trouble here. It is sinking, and its guns are no longer firing. Not sure exactly what happened. In the next battle, we'll follow the Hell's Bells right off the bat and see if we can see where the weakness lies. I suspect that it is the torpedoes from the Speedy Venus. Did I just say torpedoes? I should have said torpedoes. I may have said torpedoes. But I think from now on, the rest of this episode, they'll be torpedoes. So yeah, it looks like it was able, with the Lambs of the Hell's Bells, were more than able to take out all of the missiles. But the Speedy Venus does have some torpedoes, and I don't think the Hell's Bells was quite fast enough to outrun those torpedoes. and it is pretty much all over for the Hell's Bells. I was doing very well early, and then it seemed like the lambs were damaged, and then it was no longer able to fend off these missiles. And there we go. Ammo store is pierced, and health below 80% and sinking. So it looks like the Speedy Winus wins the first round, and we'll get this reset and underway for our second fight of this battle. Alright, and here we go. Fight number 2 of the first round. Hell's Bells looking to win this one and keep itself in the tournament. Yeah, we see that Lambs is doing very well at stopping the missiles, and then the is it having engine difficulty? I see the shields flickering. I don't think it has. Oh, maybe it has taken some damage, and I didn't see it happen though. But it appears that it is yeah, its engine was taken out extremely fast. I'm not sure how that happened. And this round looks like it's going to go much like the first. It appears that the Speedy Venus was able to very quickly damage the engines of the Hell's Bells, and so we didn't really get to see its full potential there. These first two battles were relatively quick, so we'll go ahead and do a couple exhibition matches so we can get a little bit more of that tasty Hell's Bells action. And there we go. Looks like the Hell's Bells is going to be eliminated in the first round. Thanks again to the Shadow Kick for submitting another design. I really enjoy your aesthetic. I like the traditional looking battleships. We had you on here before with the Broadsword, also a very cool looking ship. And hopefully the upcoming changes supposed to be happening in the next few days, where we'll get the engine overhaul as well as the local resources update. We'll kind of make these ships a lot more viable. I think having the extra hull space for resources, as well as not being able to kind of exploit the power of flying engines. There's really no in this patch. There's really no drawback to using the flying engines. I suspect with the localized resources and the engine overhaul, it will be a lot more expensive to have a flying craft. But we'll definitely be looking at the rules, and because I like these battleships, and I wanted some so that they're a little bit more viable. As things sit right now, they really kind of just get beat up by subs and aircraft, which is what we see doing very well in this tournament so far. But let's get a exhibition match. And these don't count for anything. They're just fun. If you're like me, you're definitely in it for the battles. I mean, there's no real prizes in this besides glory. So let's get a ship. I'm feeling a ship battle. So I think what we'll do is we'll load in the Hell's Bells. And just want it to be broadside, and we'll put this in against the Wet Venus, which is also a ship kind of similar, has the missiles and as well as some custom cannons, so we can get to see more of a naval battle. I think that'll be fun to watch. And this is the Wet Venus. This is my design. Somewhat similar with the missiles. Not quite as much cannon, a little bit more missiles, and a lot more speed with this jet spam here on the back. But we'll get things sped up and underway. This should be an exciting match. The Wet Venus with its gun facing forward, able to get a few shots off early, but now we see the shots coming in from the Hell's Bells. And looks like most of these are getting bounced by the shields. Let's see, this is quite the missile barrage. Is the Lambs able to keep up? And unfortunately no. It looks like quite a few of these missiles are able to get through with that huge spam. And let's follow the missiles from the Hell's Bells. Oh no, I think these missiles are getting distracted. Yeah, they're getting distracted by the flares. So they're chasing flares up here, and then getting worked on by the anti-missile missiles. So I think that is something I haven't seen from the Shadow Kick's design, is the use of flares. As you can see here, the both ships have a very comparable missile volley, but the Wet Venus deploying those flares is able to distract a good amount of the Hell's Bells missiles, whereas the Hell's Bells isn't making use of the flares, relying entirely on the Lambs. And while the Lambs is very effective, as we can see, it only took 3 or 4 missiles getting through, and then that lowered the engine power, and the Lambs became much less effective. And now we just have this fettuccine Alfredo of missiles coming in here, and that's all she wrote for the Hell's Bells. Alright, let's get one more battle. These have all been fairly fast, so I think we can do one more battle, and then we'll move on to the next episode. Alright, and we will put the Hell's Bells against... I'm not 100% decided yet. Let's take a look at what we have available. I believe the I'm Sorry is our next contender. Let's see if we have... Oh, that could be fun. The Seeker by Chromoid. Yeah, let's do that. That was a fun ship to watch. I believe that is, yes, towards and in the air. So we'll load the Seeker. This is the Seeker, or this is the Aerial Destroyer Seeker by Chromoid. Take a quick peek at this very cool ship. I really like the look of this entry as well. Sort of like a futuristic, I get the feel of like a futuristic space fighter. But this is the Aerial Destroyer by Chromoid, a previous contender. Also, I believe this was also defeated by the Speedy Venus. And you can hear that very fast firing gun. I believe it has a top gun that's very fast, and then a lower gun. Yeah, the top gun is very fast firing. Even in this slow motion, it is very, very fast. And then has the high caliber derp gun on the bottom, as well as some forward-facing missiles. And that's going to be going against our featured vessel of Episode 6, the Hell's Bells by Shadowkick. And let's speed things up and watch how this battle goes. We see the shields of the Hell's Bells deflecting pretty much all those shots. See, also able to take out all of the missiles. And this looks to be a little bit more favorable for the Hell's Bells. And a very cool advanced cannons brawl here. And are the missiles able to connect? Oh wow! Oh wow! Yeah, that central advanced custom cannon there on the Seeker was detonated, and a very quick win for the Hell's Bells. Alright, and I think that's going to be our episode 6 there. Thanks again to the Shadowkick for your submission, the Hell's Bells. I really like the aesthetic, and hopefully when we get the tournament reset here with the localized resources and engine overhaul, we'll see another submission from you. I look forward to seeing it. Very cool battles. Lots of fun as always. Hope you guys are enjoying these battles, and if you are, go ahead and join me in our next video. We'll have episode 7, and I don't remember exactly who that is, but we're winding down the season here. Only I think 4 or 5 more entries to go, and that will be the end of our first season. So go ahead and join me in the next video, and I'll see you there.